Welcome back to another episode of Tape Till You Make It, everybody.
We should have discussed who was hosting this episode before we began.
I'm kidding, Nathan. Take it away. I'm still clapping. All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Tape It Till You Make It. I'm your host, Sarah, and today our special lovely guest is Miss Carrie herself.
Oh my God, myself. Me, playing me.
And wonderful Juice.
Juice.
Which is, for all of our video watchers, you will see a lovely furry friend.
And look how improved she is.
Yeah, from the first episode of Tape It Till You Make It, you would have seen her and she was just kind of like walking around, but now she's so much more confident.
Oh, she's grown like crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Good girl.
I want a furry friend.
You will.
That's one thing about, like, I miss about working in office with everyone is, like, not only, like, people companion, but, like, the animals that come too.
Me too. We used to get Luna so much.
Yeah.
And also Fringe.
Oh my God, Fringe, if you are out there and this message comes across, we miss you.
I was thinking about texting him the other day.
Oh, I miss him
think
so
we miss
much.
Fringe.
Fringe is like the perfect little dash hound and just like literally converted my partner from a non-dog loving person to now wanting a dog.
Yeah,
he is strong.
He is the perfect dog for that. He did that for Perry too.
Yeah.
I also really like the idea of just like giving no context to viewers. Remember Fringe?
Yeah. For all of you not aware.
Sorry. I used to dog sit this beautiful little angel, and he is really the perfect dog.
He's so perfect.
Little fat, little roly-poly little guy.
And he doesn't even because he has short, stubby legs, so he like wobbles.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Yeah. Definitely a key component to an awesome work culture is allowing your furry friends.
It really is.
in.
And I think like honestly just like pet people, like
Yes.
dog people and cat people in general are just like a sign of a good human. You're like, I could trust you.
Right?
So for like a workplace to be like, we're dog friendly, we're pet friendly is like a very good sign.
Yeah, like I can trust you with my life.
Yeah.
Like I know exactly the type of person you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. Well, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today, work culture. And obviously, we know Carrie as the director of fun.
Oh my God.
Which has not been used in a very long time, obviously, because of COVID, which is super, super sad. But tell us what your roles and responsibilities are as the director of fun.
When I was bestowed the director of fun title, it was such like an aha moment for me that I was like, oh, I'm in such like a wonderful place. Like I'm so happy to work here because Brian Cece at the time was able to just like see in me that like that would be a role I would thrive in outside of my like regular job description.
And you've definitely thrived in it.
Thank you. I think like for as long as I can remember like any job that I'm in, I'm just like, can I be the one that makes up birthday cards and like stuff like that? Like, I'm gonna bake a cake for this person's birthday, or like on Fridays we should always have fresh baked cookies. I'll do it. That's just like always been me. So for Brian to pick up on that in me so quickly was like pretty incredible, but maybe also not surprising at all. But yeah, I think it's like a pretty huge nod to like company culture at Noravera that it's important to have somebody who will bring the group together and like plan fun events for us to do throughout the year and stuff. Obviously, like you said, has slowed down a wee bit with COVID.
Vaccines are rolling out. Fingers crossed.
Yes,
we're about
let's
to have a
get
vaccine
jabbed.
party. Oh. It's like a really good thing, but also like my social anxiety is like, how do I interact with a group of people?
I actually like nowadays when I'm socializing, it like exhausts me so much quicker than it used to.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I'm out of practice. But yeah, Vaxxed Girl Summer, let's do it. So excited. Well, actually, we did do a couple virtual events, or we did like a distance park meetup.
Yeah.
When it was safe to do so, and then we did a virtual Secret Santa gift exchange for Christmas, which was
I got plastered. Like, I'll just put it out there. I'll be open. I was plastered. Yep. And we had just started too. It was like 10 minutes into the evening. And I was like, had a pitcher of sangria to myself.
Yeah. We were both doing the sangria chain that night. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think it's pretty incredible how creative people have been with like virtual events and like keeping things social while not being able to be social.
Yeah.
And I think it's such a huge part of what is like so appealing about working at Noravera, because we're not just co-workers, we're also friends. And like that social element of our job is like what makes us so strong when we're collaborating on our work, in my opinion. Because it's just like seamless and you know each other so well.
Like I know how everyone acts when they're drunk, and we've just connected and bonded on such a deeper, more, you know, when you're drunk and you have those like really deep conversations, but you're like completely blackout. Those moments is what makes people a lot stronger.
It's true. It's like a blood pact.
Exactly.
You know, like a blackout pact. It's like exactly the same thing, except for we don't have to cut our hands open.
Exactly. It's the safest route.
It's very safe.
Your lungs might be damaged, but that's another story.
Oh my God. Is any of this going to be useful?
We're not alcoholics.
No, we're not. And that's not the only thing that we do when we socialize either.
Yeah, like one of the first things that I was introduced, being an intern still here, was our Deeks lunches.
Totally.
Which every Friday, all of Noravera went out as a group, and even the freelancers who shared our office space, they came out with us, and we all just like went for lunch. And it was just for me, being there like as an intern, I was like, whoa, this is like really cool. Like these are really cool people. Like the fact that you guys can all go out together, like with Jeff, the CEO, and things like that, it just makes it more intimate. It's not like we're all business and, you know, corporate. It's really like we want to be a family also. And it really changes your perspective and your work ethic.
I agree. And Deeks is such a fun tradition that like same as you was like the first thing that everybody wanted to tell me about. They're like, oh, and on Fridays don't bring a lunch. Don't you dare.
I remember when you told me that, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, totally. So I sound different.
Me too. I just went through a pop. I don't know.
Okay, hopefully we're fine.
I'm more than happy to come back and do this again.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe we'll come out with a glass of wine. We'll see.
But let me tell you the tradition, the history of Deeks, if you will. So the very first Deeks that they ever went on was titled Deeks because they went to Deacon's Corner, which is, I'm talking to you, but I know you know this. But Deacon's Corner is this like diner.
It's like those vintage looking diners.
Picture like the outskirts of Gastown, like
if you're from Vancouver and have never heard of it, well,
not surprised.
Yeah,
it's not a hot spot. No. But it is close to us, very close to our office, and they were like, oh, let's do a Friday lunch together. Let's go to Deacon's Corner, and they were like, the food is so bad.
The food is very.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And they were like, we can never come back here, but we want to keep this Friday lunch tradition going. But they just called it Deeks because of Deacon's Corner. And they're like, should we Deeks? Let's Deeks, like whatever. Yeah. And then when I first started Deeksing, I was like, I want a true Deeks. And I was like pushing for Deacon's Corner for so long. I was like batting hard for Deacon's Corner. I was like, I need a true Deeks. I need it. And everybody was like, no, Carrie.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
You know what you're asking for. And I think because I batted for it so hard that when we did finally like give in to me being like Deacon's Corner, I was like, no, it's really good. Even though it wasn't.
I remember going. And
they have like crazy portions.
Yeah. It was okay. You go for the experience.
It's like the definition of okay for food.
Yeah. But that's you're with a good group of people, right? Like you're bonding. Food is what brings us, no matter the quality, is what brings us together.
Totally. And it is such a special thing, like you're right, to like break up the week with like knowing at the end of the week you're gonna get to Deeks and you're gonna like everybody, usually depending on like how busy you are, but like everybody goes and it's just like such a nice bonding thing that has like lasted through years of this company, which I think is really cool. And I think it's really cool to have like even the higher ups be like, no, I see the value in this.
Yeah.
It's so important and we need to keep doing it. Even at the start of the pandemic, we were like virtual Deeks. And
we did virtual Deeks.
Yeah, and we'd order food to our houses for Fridays and like still be on camera and Zoom together for virtual Deeks. So
Yeah.
it's a special Noravera tradition.
It is, and I never want it to die.
No, I won't allow it.
Yeah. Not on my watch.
Never.
And another thing that I noticed coming into Noravera that we like to do is throw parties.
Yes, we do.
And the first party I ever went to was, I think it was Jeff's F cancer party, which was like super, super rad to be a part of. And we went out and bought like this giant cooler and filled it with like, we got like stacks on stacks of like beer.
I think we were actually sponsored. We got like free beer for that party, and I can't remember. This is bad because thank you, whoever you were.
Yeah.
But like somebody gave us a ton of free beer for that.
Oh my God. Was it someone's maybe connection?
It must have been a Jeff connection.
Because I remember the one thing I was told was, Sarah, you have to get us a liquor license.
Yes, you did.
And a security guard. We had to get a security guard
That's
as well because
true.
our buzzer door to the building, right?
Yeah.
That was like the main two things that I had to get for this party.
Wow, that
we
was
went
legit.
out. Yeah. We did balloons and then we stuffed the balloon or like the little.
No, yeah, we had pinatas
Yeah.
and we spelled out F-U-C-K cancer.
Yeah.
And then Jeff got a whack at them
Yeah,
with
and then
a
candy.
Yeah, that was amazing. Oh, and I just can imagine that, like, how good that must have felt for Jeff to be like,
Yeah, right? Like go in.
yeah.
And we're all like there cheering. Like it was such a good turnout. And like that was my first party experience with Noravera.
So
and
fun.
you guys had set up like
Beer pong
in
in
the
the
back and
Yeah.
everything. And I was like, oh my God, this is so. But then I'm really awful with like how much measuring my intake of liquor. I was like done. And I had to go home
yeah,
because
but
I was
there
falling
was
asleep.
so much alcohol there. So.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
That was awesome. And also, like, dare I say, our Halloween parties are legendary.
Epic. Like they go down in history.
Truly, like, all of my friend groups are like, I don't even, like, if Noravera's Halloween party doesn't exist, like, I have no Halloween
Exactly.
plans.
Yeah, that's how I think now. Yeah. Going to the first one, like we do voting for like best costume, scariest costume, like all of these things. It's just so much. It's not just like a party that you just like show up to. Like
No.
you get to mingle with people and like conversate and like I don't know. It's just
It's
can't
so
describe
good.
it.
2 years in a row, we've done like a slow-mo photo booth as
yeah.
well, which is really fun. And people go all out for costumes. Not surprising. We're a very creative group of people. So people go all out for the costumes. And then we have a slow-mo photo booth that like people are just like embodying their characters
so
through and
good.
through. And it is just so fun. And then, lots of like costume competitions, prizes. There are some very funny inside joke traditional prizes for the Halloween parties at this point. One being worst costume gets a roll of toilet paper. Which honestly, like, I would take because
I mean, in this pandemic, it was probably like a good thing.
people would have been chomping at the bit to get this freaking toilet paper. And then the funniest one being that there is a Hamilton Beach breakfast sandwich maker, which is awarded to the best costume, and it gets left behind every year.
And it's still wrapped. Like there's a ribbon around it I don't think it's even been opened, has it?
It's been opened once. So the story behind the Hamilton Beach breakfast maker is that Perry got it, my partner got it as a gift in a Secret Santa and was like, oh, cool. Like, that's cool. And then like realized I'll never ever use this. This is so elaborate. Who has the time?
But then turns out when Nathan joined us, he was like, I already have one. I use
that.
it every day. And we were like, what?
Such an outlier. I hope that we get to have a Halloween party this year and that he goes all out and we can
just gift it.
We should don't tell Nathan, but we should vote for him.
Okay, we'll tell everyone who's come. But Nathan.
Vote. Yeah, okay.
This is some ASMR stuff. Sorry. Sorry, we do apologize. Some people don't like it. It's like, it like triggers.
Let's just do a test. Comment and subscribe if you hate the sound of this.
I love that sound.
Hello, I hope you're having a very good day.
Comment if you want me and Carrie to do like an ASMR like mukbang or something, because we would be so. We don't know who's watching, but comment, like, shoot us a DM on Instagram and ask for it.
If you ask, we will do it.
And specify if you want a mukbang, like what food you want us to see.
Oh yeah, we could get some chips going. We could have sandwiches. You name it, we'll eat it.
We'll eat it.
And we'll whisper to you about what we're eating.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Also, like, I feel like Juice is like kind of doing one right now.
She's I don't know if you guys can hear. It's like she's grinding on some bones. Sorry, that's really disturbing.
Yeah, she's chewing on this like dental toy, which is great.
Yeah,
great for her teeth.
Dental teeth. Yeah,
dental teeth.
dental teeth.
Yeah, it's good. Good for her teeth. But it like, I kind of want to like point the microphone. Can I? I'm gonna.
For all of our. Oh,
sorry. Don't stop.
Oh, Juice is not. She's like, don't put this in my face. Get it away.
Just go back to what you're doing.
She's really in tune with like what's happening though. She loves to look at you like directly in the eyes when you look at her. It's a very like intimate, sparks fly. I don't know, just having a furry friend. We all love animals.
I put her on the spot. I feel bad.
Yeah. Sorry,
It's
Juice.
okay. No pressure. She's not ready to be a star yet.
One day we'll get you there.
One day for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
Okay. In
Halloween
regards to
parties.
Yeah. They're the best.
They're the
And
one.
maybe this Halloween,
Oh, I sure hope so.
because everyone in the office is starting to get vaccinated.
Yep.
You're getting vaccinated
I'm
this
next
week. I think
John's this
John
week.
did.
Oh yeah, John did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Taylor, I think, is going too.
Slowly but
It's
surely.
Slowly but surely. Bittersweet moment for me every time I think about it.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
I'm
hate
just
needles.
cringing. I'm bringing a stuffed animal with me.
Yeah, good call.
And I'm probably going to stay on the phone with my partner and just like, or FaceTime, even better yet.
Yeah.
She was saying that some people actually get it laying down.
Oh,
So I
that's a
might
good call.
request that.
Yeah, that's a good call.
So then I don't have to fall over. I can just already be on the floor.
Yeah, perfect. I
Yeah.
think that's safer.
Yeah, me too. I'm afraid of needles if no one caught that. Like really afraid. But in regards to work culture, what do you think are like some key elements or things that really make a healthy and strong work culture?
I think Noravera does a really good job of being very transparent. And I think that like really lends to feeling like you're, one, incredibly invested, and two, connected to what other people are doing. So we have a ton of like high level meetings where, you know, Jeff will walk us through like where Noravera is at, what our goals are for the upcoming year, what our 5-year goals are, 10-year goals are. And I think that that's incredible.
Yeah.
You know, for somebody on the like top level to like want all of us to feel equally invested, and that transparency is huge. Having been other places where you're just like feeling like an individual,
Like a
doing
number.
your own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that that's incredible. And two,
Oh, apologize, viewers. Juice thinks that there's an intruder, but it's really just a transparent door and she can't see. You're okay, Juice.
yeah, like the amount of meetings that we have throughout the days so that we can best support each other in the day-to-day as well is also huge. I think like having the morning huddle and even like end of day huddles now that we're working remotely more often is huge. And that was like such an eye-opener for me coming from my last job where, like I said, like I would just go and do my thing and sort of be like dialed into only my responsibilities, versus here being so invested in what everybody else is working on. It gives you such a bigger picture understanding of why we're all doing what we're doing. And I think that that's really important.
Definitely. I think someone here said, like, when one person shines, we all shine.
Yeah.
And it really does feel like with the full transparency of like leadership to us, like we're all working to get Noravera like bigger and better. Like,
Yeah.
like Jeff is the CEO, yeah, but you know, he says it time and time again in those meetings, like, I can't do it without you guys.
Yeah.
And each of every one of us is vital to the success of Noravera. And that just makes us all feel just as important as the next person. And we don't just feel like a number clocking in and, okay, doing my time, okay,
Yeah.
and then leaving. Like, it's a full creative collaboration of our everyday work life, which, yeah, I love.
Yeah, totally. And I think it sort of bounces back to like the very first thing we ever talked about, being like the director of fun, and like seeing in people that they're like more than just like what their job description is on paper, and being like, okay, yeah, like Carrie is a producer and she does XYZ, but also like Carrie really thrives in like getting everybody together and like making sure that everybody feels special on their birthday and like that type of thing. And seeing that in everybody, like everybody has the thing that we know is them outside of their job description, you know? So I think that that's also a really huge thing about our work culture.
And especially because we are a creative agency, like those, we have creative brainstorms, and because we're always like in tune with one another, we can really like bounce off of each other and the energy and like the ideas, as if it was like, if we weren't as connected, it would be like, oh, I don't know. And
Or
like,
yeah,
you know,
you'd hesitate to even like
yes.
suggesting, because you're like, I don't know them well enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But our parties, our birthdays, everything, our retreats, we have yearly
True.
retreats, which last year, unfortunately, we missed because of COVID. Yeah, we do a yearly retreat. I think I've only been on one because the 1 year was COVID. Best weekend of my life.
Fun. Yeah, so fun. And like you say, like to see everybody outside of work, because we care so much about what we do, and I think all of us struggle to not just like bring that home with us and like, you know, shut our laptops at 5 and just be like, okay, done. You know, like we care so much that that's impossible, but to like truly like shut down the entire office for a long weekend, to be able to go and just like be with each other and not think about work is so bonding.
It's so awesome.
It's so fun.
And the last retreat we went to was Whistler. And obviously the director of fun had a huge part in our activities and everything. And what was our secret activity? Oh,
we did
axing.
ziplining first. Which, oh my God.
I was so afraid. I had a panic attack like as soon as I left the platform.
You did great.
Yeah, because the adrenaline came in, but I full on had like, right when you're like in the middle of the two mountains, the deepest, highest part, I just went into like a full cold sweat, had to close my eyes, and I was just like, oh my God, oh my God,
I didn't
oh my
even
God.
know this.
Oh, really?
I didn't know you were going through that. I'm so sorry.
No, because now like I know that I can do it.
And it's fine.
And yeah, because me and Carrie went at the same time, and
Yeah.
she's like, we got this. And you were so amped, and I'm like, if she can do it, I can do it. If she can do it. But I was dying on the inside.
Oh, God,
but I'm
I
glad
didn't
that
know.
we did it as
Yeah.
a group. You know, it'd be different if I like obviously went on my own or something. I would never go, but
Yeah, well, that's why, like, on things like The Bachelor and stuff, they'll take them on... Carrie seamlessly transitions the conversation into reality TV. Classic. But they'll take them on dates and stuff like that because it gets your adrenaline going, and then your, like, comfort level with other people is, like, so high because you're like, we went through this together. And that's, like, basically what I tricked you into doing with the work.
Yep, you did. Poor Matt Hayashi,
I was going to
though.
say, that's why I went, when we first brought up the ziplining, because Matt Hayashi was too tall.
I've never heard that.
Nor
You always hear
have I.
like, you're not tall enough to ride this.
Well, that's why I could relate, is because I've always been growing up the person that's too small to participate, like too small to go on. You must be this tall to ride, you know? And like, so I was like, boy, can I relate?
Yeah.
But like from the opposite end of the spectrum. But Jeff very, very kindly also skipped out on ziplining, and they went ATVing, which seemed dope as well.
We're like,
Yeah. Of course, Jeff, like,
yeah. I'll do that. It's like mountain biking.
Yeah,
I got it.
And then we also did axe throwing.
Yeah, that was cool. And it was even more cool because the place that we went to, because we were such a large group, we went when so we go up on like the Friday or something, and then all of our partners come up the next day,
yeah.
which is really like, first of all, not only as like a company to go away as a retreat,
good
but to
point.
include everyone's partners. Don't think I'm ever gonna leave.
Yeah.
Like, but that's just so nice, right?
It is nice because you do realize that like to get to know somebody fully, to know their partner as well, is really important.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I went a company that I used to work for, their Christmas party was like no plus ones. And it's very like, if you're not friends with your coworkers, it ain't gonna get any better.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's no more, you know, and I've always been very shy before I met my partner Nancy, and so like she's really helped me open up my bubble. So to always have her, like, they're kind of like our safety blankets.
Yeah.
They're all of our best friends, right?
Yeah.
You know, our people's wives and husbands and things like that. Like to have them there and really bond as like a bigger family is just like love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, it's just a big love fest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the
special.
axe throwing was when our partners were there too, so we were like double the size of our group, and we just got the whole back room.
Yeah, we got this whole back room, and it was like split down. So there was like 4 gated sections, and they turned it into a competition for us, which a lot of us are very competitive.
Can't relate, but I was there.
Yeah, it definitely fueled our like ambition to like really nail this down.
And it was like, I think axe throwing is like a really equalizing kind of activity because like I imagine it was everybody's first time.
Oh yeah,
I think
so.
And it's not necessarily the type of thing where you're like, oh, they're athletic, they're definitely going to be good at this, because it's such a unique skill.
You could think someone might not be good at it because they look maybe scrawny or something, but once they get that technique,
it's really technique driven. Yeah. That was really fun.
That was fun. Oh man. Me and Carrie were also thinking about like shifting the work retreat to be like in the summer. Yeah. Because who wouldn't love a summer retreat? You know, somewhere warm, somewhere nice.
Oh, destination retreat. Bahamas.
Now we're talking.
Oh my gosh.
I can't
But
wait.
yeah, I actually have planted that seed for sure. I was thinking camping. Is that a good or a bad?
I'm not a camper, I will say. I don't know why. I don't know. It depends.
well-
It depends. I'm just really big on like hygiene.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I would probably just like not shower for the weekend.
Nobody will.
And yeah, that'll just be that.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, sweet.
Okay. Well, we're over that hurdle. I guess we're camping.
Sweet.
That or we're just watching reality TV. Those are the 2 options.
We should do like a slumber party or something. This has now just become Sarah and Carrie brainstorming ideas of when we're back post-COVID.
All the fun things.
We have
can
so
do.
much to catch up on.
Yeah, we really do.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't even finished the current season of the challenge.
Ooh.
Let's not go there. Work culture.
Yeah, work culture. Okay, I do have other questions. Let me just reference. Okay. What do you think are some key differences in work cultures between small and large companies? I know we kind of touched on this, like in regards to like being a number and things like that.
Yeah.
But have you worked at previous companies where you are in a larger setting?
I actually haven't really. I've only ever worked in like pretty intimate companies, but from my like people in my lives experiences, we have got it good.
Yeah, we do.
I think like obviously with being like at a startup and a small company, like there's a lot of things that are, you know, more challenging than if you were at a big company that's like all established and it's just like, here's the systems, go for it. Whereas we can be like so flexible with ours, and we are still learning, you know, even this many years into Noravera existing, that like we'll continue to learn. But I think like having such an intimate group, like we've said all along through this whole chat, is so beneficial because it allows you to know everybody as a person and not just like what their job is. And, you know, if we were a bigger company, like we absolutely couldn't do things like Deeks and, you know, like go on a work retreat and invite everybody. That type of thing just wouldn't be possible.
Yeah.
And yeah, to have like all of us be able to sit around a table at the same time and be able to look at every single person who works here around a table is very cool.
Yeah, like we've done poker nights. We did a shoot for a client who like gifted us kind of like a, you can come back to our restaurant.
Yeah, that was so
I don't know
fun.
if we can say or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, well, we went to Botanist.
It was so amazing.
Dang, we all got dressed up to the nines because obviously it's a really nice place.
Yeah, and that was fun too
That was
because
so
we are
fun.
always like, we're lucky that we have a very casual workplace as well. And I think even when we're on set, like it's even more casual.
More casual, yeah.
That's just like a part of what being in our industry is, which is great. I when I first moved here and I was like, got a new job in the industry, I like bought these like pantsuits that literally sat in the back of my closet for 6 years. I only like just donated them because I was just like, I'm never gonna wear these. Never.
What? Why not?
I was like honestly relieved. I was like, why did I ever think I would need these?
It's anytime you get a new job, you're like, new wardrobe.
New wardrobe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here
Treat
we go.
yourself. But yeah, like to see everybody dressed up to go to the Botanist at Pack Rim was like, look at you.
Yeah.
We clean up good.
And we took a group photo. Honestly, it's one of my favorite
Me
photos of us.
too.
It is so, we were all just so happy. I mean, we
So
had a couple of drinks,
happy.
obviously, but
we all looked beautiful,
Yeah.
and the setting was beautiful.
The setting
'cause
was
we were at the
beautiful.
Botanist.
Yeah.
It was just
and everyone in the photo, like, you know how sometimes in such a large group, there's someone going to be blinking
Yeah.
or something? No, it was such a perfect shot.
flawless.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah,
It
me
was such a
too.
good night.
Yeah. And it's like pretty incredible that we love each other so
Yeah.
much that like despite spending so much time together through the week, we're also the people that each other want to hang out with.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's a huge testament to how special it is to work here is, you know, even at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, work's over, like serious stuff is over.
Yeah, like John will
What
come
are we
around
doing?
and he'll be like, stop working,
Yeah.
and like close our laptops if we're still working. He's like, come on. Because
Yeah,
now
have fun.
on Fridays, like at the end of the day, we do a segment called like rad videos and like weekly wins, which is
wins.
basically where we just celebrate each other, like projects that we just won or videos we just finished, and we show each other cool things that we might have seen that inspired us. Like it's just such a full collaboration of like, look what I like, and like sharing our interests with one another, which I think is so lovely to be a part of.
Yeah.
And we all hug each other, which hasn't happened in a very long time, but I miss it.
I miss it too. And yeah, on the weekly wins and like rad videos share topic, it's so nice to, you know, because you're working so hard and all of us are like touching every project at like so many different stages of the process to then like when a project is completed to then also all, sorry, Juice. Protecting me like a good guard dog, for all of us to then also share in like the joy and like relief you feel when like a project is completed and the pride to like also see the benefit in like cheering each other on and celebrating that every project feels special because of that, you know, because you have all just sat around and been like, oh yeah, Adam finished this, like let's give him a shout out, let's watch it, and like
all of the hard work that we've all put into it. And sometimes like especially for us it gets so hard because we're like constantly moving on to like the next thing, and so that's why this is so great, because it's like, wait, stop, like we look at everything that we did this week, you know, like we sent out how many proposals or like how many client meetings we had, and just like all of our successes. And it's so nice because it's always just like coming back to like sharing the positive feels. And it's definitely got me in my feels.
yeah,
for
me
sure.
too. And we work hard and we really care about what we do. So I think it's so easy, but often overlooked to like celebrate those successes.
Yeah.
And I think it's so awesome that we like push to make sure that we're like, okay, we wrapped up this video this week. Let's all watch it, because, you know, you see it in the corner of your eye while people are editing it or whatever, or like as you're reviewing feedback with the client, but you watch it with a different lens when you're like,
Yes.
this is done.
Yeah.
And let's be proud of what we did to accomplish this. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for our weekly wins
Yeah.
this week. It's going to be so good.
Yeah, totally.
Oh. Well, if someone works at a company, whether large or small, and they're feeling like they want to bring some ideas to the table of how they can strengthen their work culture, what would you say?
I would say get to know the people you work with and consider them, like if you can, consider them a friend, because I think that is something that I cherish so much about working here, and it's just like ingrained in like the atmosphere here.
Yeah.
I know that's probably easier said than done, but like go for lunch with a coworker, like, and don't talk about work while you're there.
Yes.
You know, get to know them on a deeper level, what their interests are, and I think that has benefited our work so much, and just like our how much we love each other.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I've definitely shed some tears over my coworkers, because when we talk about things that have affected one person, we can feel it because we're that much more in tune with one another. And I think it's such a strong bond to have. And yeah, who doesn't not want to come to a place that they call their job, but it just feels like
summer camp.
Yeah, really. Like
Truly.
Working from home was a big shift for us because we're so used to working together. And it was kind of sad because it's like we
miss each other.
Yeah, we're used to just being like, oh my gosh, did you see this video? Or like,
Totally.
like peering over and talking to one another. Or even throughout the week, never mind Deeks, we would all just like sit around the lounge area and share lunch together. Like,
yeah, totally.
All those moments.
Remember when we used to have that like blessing you when people sneezed competition?
Yeah.
That was really fun. Like there's just like so many little work quirks that just like make it so fun. Just to give a bit of context on that. If you're the first person to bless someone when they sneeze, then you win. And it got really competitive, which just like doesn't happen when you're at home.
Yeah, it's very lonely.
Yeah, I think we're just so lucky to have such an awesome group of people with like very similar values and just like similar passion for what we do. I have so many friends that, you know, get the Sunday scaries and are like, that work like, tomorrow, like Monday's coming. And it's just so hard for me to relate, no matter like how busy we are. Like I love what we do and I love the people we work with, and it's just such a satisfying job. Like we're just so lucky.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
really lucky. I'm very, very thankful to have landed this job.
Yeah, I remember when you were like, you first were interning and then got like to meet Ira, and you were like looking at his shoes and you were like, I've found my place.
Yeah, it's like, this is it. Sneaker junkies. But it's so great because everyone obviously has different interests and different passions, so we can all connect on different areas. And it's just so special.
Yeah, we're really lucky.
Yeah.
Oh man, little love fest over here.
I
missed you.
I know, it's so sad. Like definitely miss the hugging.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the kissing, but that's just like an inside joke with Benny. So when COVID first hit, I think we had like one final casting call.
Yeah. In-person casting.
In-person casting call. It was literally the week.
Shouldn't have happened.
Earlier in the week before the week, at the end of the week, that the government was like closing it down. Did that make sense?
It did, but just.
Yeah, just. Anyways, so Benny comes out of it. He's like, because as we were hearing everything, we're like, okay, stop shaking hands with everybody that comes in. Like, here's hand sanitizer. Stay, like, try and distance and everything. He's like, oh, you know, I just finished one, and I asked him to lean over and give me some good smooches and blah, blah, blah.
All those tongue kisses. Yeah. So I shouldn't have done that.
So it's just been a running joke since, which I think is so funny.
Yeah. Can't wait to get back to just kissing each other with our tongues.
No, but I do miss the physical, like hugging and things like that. So hopefully soon. I hope that wherever you are, working from home or working in office, that you are staying connected to your coworkers if they're your friends, or to your actual friends, your family. I know it's been a really, really hard time for a lot of people, especially if you live alone. My heart does go out to you. It is very tough, and
it is really tough.
We're making it through. Like we're almost to the finish line.
Yeah. Certainly there are some perks to working from home, but for those of us that thrive on that collaboration. And, there's so many examples of what makes Noravera great that we brought up that we haven't been able to do, and just have so much faith that like we will be able to get back to that, and it'll be worth the wait, and we'll be able to do it when it's safe. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward that we're going to end on a very, very high note closer to the end of this year.
Yeah, me too.
I truly can feel it.
Exciting. Juice, do you agree?
Oh, Juice. I definitely think the one thing you should be taking to like your higher ups or anything is allow people to bring their pets in. And I'm not just saying like dogs, cats. Because I'm looking at getting a cat, and if I get a cat, it is coming to this office. If I get a bunny, it's coming to this office.
Chameleon.
Coming. Hamster coming. Oh, come on.
No, it's coming.
Juice might have to watch out because I don't want to make them missing. She would never. No, but Juice apparently really is good with cats.
Yeah, she is. She has a good cat
ready.
friend.
Yeah.
Stout. He was on the Pinterest shoot.
Yeah.
That's our cat friend.
That's another great thing is like building all of our like network and connections, because we're so good with building a friendship with people and like really having that deeper connection. It's great to like network with people, come back to this shoot, we want to work with you again, and it just builds like a lasting relationship rather than like this one-off.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like I think people definitely sense the vibe, like even when they're on set with us, that they're like,
they love being on set with us.
They're really good at what they do. It's professional, but it's also fun. Like because we're so confident in like what needs to happen, because we've done it so many times. Yeah. That like you can enjoy it, and you don't have to be like uptight, and there's just that comfort level with us all knowing what each other need when we're on set, and like that. I think people just like sense the level of comfort and how much we love each other and respect each other's work.
Totally.
That you come to a set with us and the cast members are like,
this was so fun.
And the client feels really like included, and that there is that work bond that is just like makes everything really doable. Yeah.
And I think our transparency is not only really important in internal Noravera, but it's how we, show ourselves as a company and individuals when we do go out and do shoots and network with people. We are always fully transparent, and I think that's the best thing you could ask for.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And you're all invited to the Halloween party. So.
Fingers crossed. Everybody, call up.
Start planning Bonnie your costume now, because it's happening.
Oh, there's going to be a bunch of Bonnie Henrys, viruses.
I hope not.
Oh, God. This is never going to.
We won't think of it again.
Yeah. Once we're all vaccinated, it's out. It's out of the memory. It's out of our mind. We're clean slate. We're all just going to make out.
Yeah.
Well,
I already have my Halloween costume.
Oh my God, you do.
Well, I don't have it physically, but I already
have the idea. Oh my gosh, I haven't even started to think.
Get thinking.
Oh gosh, what is it, May? Okay, I have to start thinking.
You are good with costumes. You go all out.
I love Halloween, and so does Nancy.
Yeah,
she
exactly.
loves Halloween.
You're both very, very gung ho.
We were Harley Quinn and Joker.
Yeah, you nailed it
for the last Halloween party we had.
And you're like big hammer.
Yeah. Okay. So I had to get a few different pieces separately, obviously, because sometimes you buy like a pack of Halloween and costume, and it's just this is Limsy and that's like So I bought this blow up hammer thing, and I was full on. Yeah. And I hand painted my mask too.
Yeah, you nailed it.
I was really into it.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay. We love Juice.
We love her.
Yeah. Oh, well, do you have any final thoughts? Any?
I just I feel really lucky that this job is obviously a job, but feels like so much more than that. Yeah. And for somebody like me to not be from Vancouver, to feel like this is a circle of friends that I know I will always have is such a blessing, because Vancouver is kind of a hard city to network into. I've lived
here my whole life, and it is hard.
Yeah, I think friendship circles are kind of tricky to penetrate in Vancouver. So to like have something that is obviously your workplace, but also feels like that circle is really special.
Yeah. And I think the leadership team does such a huge, or like does a really good way of hiring people.
Yeah.
Like we really not, you know, your work ethic, your experience, that is all, obviously a key component, but it's who you are as a person. If you connect with the team, if you connect with people, that's
being a culture fit is like a huge part of our hiring process, which is very cool.
Which makes me feel so lucky.
I know.
Like, you saw that as me.
Yeah.
They took one look at you and was like, director of fun.
With honor.
She's got it. Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, I agree.
And yeah, I hope that we can continue to grow and just become bigger and better.
Totally.
And I continue to brag to all of my friends still to this day.
Yeah, me too.
I work at one of the best places ever.
Yeah.
And even Nancy says it all the time too. She's like, you're so lucky that you have such great coworkers, but you also have a boss that cares for you.
Yeah.
That he does want to do like check-ins with us, especially during this time. Like, how are you feeling mentally? Like, you know, is there anything I can support you with?
Yeah.
It's really an awesome environment to be in.
We're lucky.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
Oh, now we're just going to go out and hug everybody.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We're still being safe.
Yeah. We'll put our mask back. Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Cheers is chasing her tail.
If you are only watching us or listening to us, you need to go to YouTube and watch this episode back because she was chasing. Look. Look what she's doing. It's like a phenomenon.
Wow.
She was jumping too and twirling at the same time.
This is something that you might think doesn't happen in real life.
Yeah.
But I actually get the privilege of seeing this a lot. She is like the best at chasing her tail. It's so cute. No, don't eat those.
Not the wires.
Not the wires. Okay, episode over.
Okay, we're just gonna cuddle with juice now. But Carrie, thank you so much. It's such a, I mean, you and I have really bonded, and
totally.
You're like one of my best friends, and I love you so much.
I love you too.
Yeah. And so I'm really happy to have done this episode with you.
Me too. Very special. Thanks for having me.
And to everyone watching and listening, thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Tape It Till You Make It. If you
forgot y'all were here.
We were talking about reality TV, ASMR. No, but seriously, leave us a comment if you do want. We will do it.
If we don't get a single comment, I'm gonna
We'll still do it.
We're still doing it.
I schedule these things, and I will schedule.
Just give us like what you want.
Yeah, come on, give us some ideas. Make it fun. We're really your guinea pigs at this point. I will not eat any. It's not Survivor, although Carrie might. You had this is when I first started, and I didn't go to it because I still felt kind of like. But you had a birthday party, and it was Survivor themed.
Me and my friend Kiara went all out with a Survivor themed joint birthday party. That was a full day event. Everybody was in tribes. There was like 20 challenges throughout the day. There was tribunal. Like we voted people off. There were immunity idols hitting around the yard. Like,
oh my God.
It was insanity, and friendships were broken.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
it was amazing.
Really hope that there's another of that because I will definitely be there.
There will, yeah, for sure.
And that just sounds so much fun.
Director fun.
Yep. This is kind of like, you know, if you're ever in like those families that like you're trying to say goodbye, but the goodbyes last like 15
you hang up first. No, you hang up first.
That's kind of what this is right now. No, but guys, thank you so much for watching and listening. Thanks, Carrie, for joining us.
My
pleasure to have you. If you aren't already subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, but like, come on.
If this isn't the content you want to hear about, then we will do ASMR.
Yeah, we will literally do. No, but seriously, come and support us. We're honestly just trying to connect with more Vancouverites and give you guys the information and knowledge that maybe you're looking for, and that can literally be like any sort of topic, and we're open to it.
Also open to having guests on the show that are not a part of Noravera. So if you guys have any suggestions, or if you as a listener are like, I'd love to come and meet you guys, then we would love to have you.
Connect with us on LinkedIn, like send us a DM, tell us a little bit about yourselves, what you do, and any type of information and knowledge you might be able to bring, because we all come from different backgrounds and different journeys, and we all just want to share our passion and our
Exactly.
information. So yeah, send us a message. Hi, Juice. You bring so much to the table. You do. You really do.
And it's all distracting.
But yes, please comment, like, subscribe, follow us on Spotify. And don't forget, if you haven't already, we do release a monthly newsletter to stay in the know of the latest Noravera things. Maybe a Halloween invite.
Oh.
So head to our website and subscribe.
Don't just delete it.
Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on, because you're going to sleep on it and we're going to become, boom. The parties are going to be the hottest. Move over, contact, concerts. Like, this is it. Be a part of it. It's a movement for sure.
Noravera movement, Halloween party. Okay, we have to end this.
Okay, thanks so much, guys. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.